The Falcon 9 rocket, designed and manufactured by SpaceX, is one of the most significant technological advancements in the space industry, marking a new era of reusable space transportation. Named after the Millennium Falcon from Star Wars and featuring 9 powerful Merlin engines, Falcon 9 has revolutionized space exploration by significantly reducing the cost of launching payloads into orbit, including satellites, cargo, and even astronauts. It has been pivotal in facilitating commercial space missions, enabling humanity to take significant strides toward exploring and colonizing other planets. Introduction to Falcon 9, a 2-stage rocket, is powered by liquid oxygen, LOX, and rocket-grade kerosene, RP1, making it both powerful and efficient. The rocket's unique design focuses on 2 things: reliability and reusability. Before Falcon 9, traditional rockets were single-use, leading to astronomical costs for each mission. SpaceX sought to break away from this paradigm by creating a launch vehicle capable of returning to Earth, being refurbished, and reused multiple times. This innovation alone has drastically reduced the cost per launch and has given SpaceX a distinct edge in the global aerospace industry. A brief history of Falcon 9. SpaceX, founded by entrepreneur Elon Musk in 2002, had the ambitious goal of making space travel more affordable and accessible. The Falcon 9 project began as part of this vision, and after years of development, the first successful flight of Falcon 9 occurred on June 4, 2010, from Cape Canaveral Air Force Station. This mission, known as Falcon 9 Flight 1, demonstrated that the rocket could successfully launch, deliver its payload, and maintain stability throughout its flight path. Since then, Falcon 9 has had numerous iterations and upgrades, improving performance, reliability, and the ability to land its first stage back on Earth. The introduction of Falcon 9's Block 5 version in 2018 marked a significant milestone, as this version was designed for up to 100 launches with minimal refurbishment in between, further reducing costs. Design and capabilities of Falcon 9. The Falcon 9 rocket consists of 2 stages, each with specific roles. One first stage. The first stage of Falcon 9 is equipped with 9 Merlin engines that provide thrust during the initial ascent into space. These engines are powered by a combination of liquid oxygen and rocket-grade kerosene. One of the most remarkable features of Falcon 9's first stage is its ability to return to Earth and land, either on a drone ship at sea or on solid ground. This reusability feature is what sets Falcon 9 apart from traditional expendable rockets. Second stage. The second stage is powered by a single vacuum-optimized Merlin engine and is responsible for placing the payload into the desired orbit. This stage is expendable, but it plays a critical role in the final phases of each mission, whether it involves launching satellites, delivering cargo to the International Space Station, ISS, or deploying crewed missions like NASA's Crew Dragon. Falcon 9 has proven itself to be extremely versatile, launching payloads into a variety of orbits, from low Earth orbit, LEO, to geostationary transfer orbit, GTO, and even on interplanetary missions like sending a Tesla Roadster aboard the Falcon Heavy, a more powerful derivative of Falcon 9, to orbit the Sun. Reusability and its impact reusability is the cornerstone of Falcon 9's design. Before SpaceX, rockets were discarded after a single mission, but Falcon 9's first stage can return to Earth, land vertically, and be prepared for another mission. SpaceX achieves this through precise control of the rocket during re-entry, using grid fins, engines, and cold gas thrusters for stabilization and landing. The recovery of Falcon 9's first stage allows SpaceX to reuse it multiple times. Some boosters have been flown up to 10 times or more, showcasing their durability. The cost-saving implications are massive, as refurbishing a first stage costs significantly less than building a new one from scratch. This technological feat has earned SpaceX contracts with NASA, private companies, and governments around the world, making them a leader in space transportation. Falcon 9 in action, notable missions 1, Commercial Resupply Services CRS. Falcon 9 has been a key player in NASA's CRS program, delivering cargo and supplies to the ISS. The Dragon spacecraft, launched atop Falcon 9, carries scientific experiments, food and equipment to astronauts aboard the space station. SpaceX became the first private company to send cargo to the ISS with the successful launch of CRS-1 in 2012. 2. Crew Dragon. In 2020, SpaceX made history by launching NASA astronauts Doug Hurley and Bob Behnken to the ISS on the Crew Dragon spacecraft as part of the Demo 2 mission. This was the first time a commercially built and operated spacecraft carried astronauts into space, marking a significant milestone for both SpaceX and NASA. 3. Starlink missions. Falcon 9 has also been instrumental in deploying Starlink, SpaceX's ambitious satellite constellation project aimed at providing global high-speed internet. As of now, Falcon 9 has launched thousands of Starlink satellites, and the company plans to continue deploying these satellites to expand the network. 4th, interplanetary missions. While Falcon 9 primarily services low Earth orbit, it has also launched missions destined for interplanetary exploration. One of its most famous launches involves sending the Tesla Roadster into space aboard the Falcon Heavy, Falcon 9's more powerful cousin. Environmental impact. Although Falcon 9 is an extraordinary technological achievement, its environmental impact is worth noting. The use of RP1 kerosene leads to carbon emissions, though SpaceX is actively working on greener propulsion technologies for future projects. The reusability aspect, however, helps mitigate some of the environmental damage caused by building and discarding rockets after single missions. Conclusion: the future of Falcon 9 has dramatically changed the space industry, demonstrating that reusability is not only possible but practical. As SpaceX continues to push the boundaries of space travel, Falcon 9 will likely remain at the forefront of this new era of space exploration, continuing to launch missions, serve as a stepping stone for future human missions to Mars, and deploy satellites for the ever-growing Starlink network. With every successful landing and launch, Falcon 9 brings us closer to a future where space is more accessible, affordable, and open to all of humanity.